number 125012DM. This is time and date set for motion hearing. Parties are present. Would you both please raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. The court is in receipt of a complaint that's been filed through the friend of the court's office regarding the minor child, which we won't mention the child's name. And the court read that. That was dated December 10, 2024. Is there anything from the friend of the court regarding this? Mr. Holdway.
Yeah, just that we were last before the court on December 6th for a parenting time violation, was second subsequent. Court had found Ms. Murray in contempt of court at that hearing. The friend of the court had received, as indicated, a complaint from Mr. Yarbrough dated December 11th that he learned that the minor child had been hospitalized sometime around that last court date. That he had no information on it. He had found out the child was transferred to another facility, and when trying to obtain information from a third party due to the current no contact between the parties, that he was not able to get any information. He found out where the child was hospitalized, contacted the hospital. They could not give him any information because he was not listed on any of the emergency contact, not obtained the PIN to get any type of information regarding the minor child and reasoning for hospitalization. So with that complaint and the parties have joint legal custody, the issue of alleged legal custody violation was set before the court today.
Thank you. Mr. Yarbrough, is there anything you want to supplement regarding your motion?
Just that basically what I said in my complaint, that I was not informed ahead of time that he was in the hospital until after that court date that was at that time. And then I tried all weekend long to find out everything I could possibly. And then it took like the last 2 days he was in the hospital when I found out some of the information, and I didn't get the full story of what happened.
And you have joint legal custody according to Mr. Holdwick, and you understand that, correct?
Correct, yes.
Court does take judicial notice of its prior orders, but I read in here that there is some sort of bond condition that you're not to have direct or indirect contact with Ms. Murray. Is that still in effect?
It is.
It was in effect at the time?
Yes.
And when you tried to obtain this information regarding the minor child, I'm assuming you didn't contact her directly.
No, I'm ordered on the other court that use her mother as the third party to contact her about our child. So I did that, and I asked her where our son was and what hospital and why he was in the hospital, and I never got no response at all. I called her, didn't answer. I texted her, no answer. I didn't get a response until I think it was the second to last day when he was in the last hospital, wanting to find out where he was at and what was going on.
Anything else before I go to Ms. Murray?
Not at the moment I can think of, no.
That was the same weekend that you ordered me to go to jail. He did find out from Terry, the CPS worker. I was told that from her.
Well, that's hearsay, but go ahead.
And he told her that he would come up to the hospital, which he never did Friday night.
Well, I don't care about coming to the hospital. I want to know if the child was the child hospitalized?
The child was hospitalized.
And so what did you do as part of joint legal custody to let father know what's going on?
There was nothing that I could do besides have my mom contact him, which I have text messages, screenshots, and she's called him and he's never answered until my other kid's dad got involved.
So when did you send texts to your mother to let Mr. Yarbrough know what was going on?
Last time I knew, she texted him that Friday. And the minor child was at that hospital before.
Okay, so when the child was the child hospitalized in another location, I'm assuming?
It was here, and then he got sent down to Harbor Oaks.
Okay. And when the child was transported to another location, did you provide the hospital with the contact information for father and PIN and all that stuff?
They've had all that information.
No, I didn't ask you.
There was no
Listen to my question, please.
I never got a PIN. from that hospital.
So you never, but you
I
never,
I
on the
never-
day that the child was hospitalized, listen to my question, please. When the child was hospitalized, did you inform father of what was going on?
I was in court over Zoom when I was in the hospital with the minor child that Friday morning.
Okay. So after the hearing, did you make arrangements that father knew what was going on?
I had to make other arrangements and I was trying to do that all afternoon.
Okay, so the answer is no, you didn't.
No, and he told other people that he was coming up there to relieve.
I'm not, listen to my question. Did you make arrangements to make sure father knew what was going on regarding the child?
No,
Why not?
I had to make other arrangements for my other two for me to go sit that weekend.
Okay, let's put the shoe on the other foot for a moment. Assume this is dad doing this and you're left in the cold.
He has done it.
No. You're not. Please listen to my question. Assume the shoe is on the other foot. He has the child. Child's hospitalized. And you know nothing. How would you feel about that?
I would have every legal right to call up there to get information, regardless if there was a pin or
I'm
not.
not asking what rights you have. I asked would you feel?
I'd be a little bit upset, but I would try in my power to get all that information, regardless of
According to the
what.
information I've just heard a moment ago, he attempted to call the hospital and they won't give him any information because he doesn't have a pen.
I was given no pin,
I'm not asking about what you were given.
but I was not given a pin to give to anybody else.
I find you in contempt. This is the second time. And it continues. It's gamesmanship. It's playing on your behalf, on behalf of a minor child that needs both parents in the child's life. And I find you in contempt of court for failing to comply with the legal custody requirements. We have a child who has special needs relative to his medical condition. And all I know is whether I'm not the custodial parent or if I am the custodial parent and I care 1 ounce for that child, which as a father, I would care much more than an ounce, I would be worried to death thinking what's going on. And all it takes is contact. All it takes is just a simple text to your mom. Let him know what's going on. But that wasn't done.
But he doesn't answer his phone. So how
I'm not listening to the excuses anymore.
if she called him on voicemails, how?
It would be a lot better if I had information to indicate that at least someone reached out to him. No one did, according to him. And you said you were focusing on your other 2 children.
To get their prior arrangements because you ordered me to go to jail that weekend.
Right, for failing to comply with court orders yet again. What time did you have to report to the jail, by the way? Was it 7?
12:30, and there was no female COs on that weekend.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I said to the court on that report time of 12:30, listening to testimony, I do believe, if my memory serves, last testimony was had to report at 12:30 because she was working till midnight and had to make arrangements for the kids. But for the testimony today, I would believe that she wasn't working that day to report to jail at 12:30. She was with the child, not at work.
Oh, is that true?
Correct, because he was supposed to come up to the hospital to relieve me to go to work, and he never did.
How would he be able to go to the hospital if he didn't know?
He already found out earlier
By
that he
whom?
was there
By whom?
from Terry. That's exactly what I was told last week.
So you need, if a parent needs to know from Child Protective Services that an individual your child is being treated, that's not proper. You shall serve 2 days in the county jail. What time do you finish work today?
I'm supposed to be at work right now, and then to take today off.
So you're off today?
Yep.
Do you work Saturday?
No,
You report to the jail at noon today. You'll serve today and tomorrow and be released Sunday morning.
Is there a female CEO on? That's all I'm asking.
You're going to have to contact the sheriff department.
Before 3 o'clock today, Your Honor, yes, there's female CO on duty as I go to the jail this morning on other matters.
I don't like doing this, but it's getting more and more blatant, and this is for the child. That'll be all.
Your Honor.